fix your ass in some other way in order to see my mom? I don't understand. What do you want? What is it you want?
You know what you could do? You can apologize to Mom for putting her through all this shit.
I have already done that. I've talked to Mom this morning. Mom and I are good. Mom and I have no problems. The problem that we all have is you're overly controlling her life, isolating her, and preventing me from visiting her. Okay? This is why we need a third party. I'm not trying to be, I'm not angry. I love you. I want to see you. I'm not trying to hurt you. I'm not trying to push you out. I want what's best for Mom. And I need to see her. I need to spend some time with her. Right? And that's not an unreasonable
I
request.
get that, and I do understand that. I do. I empathize with that. I do. It's, you know, I don't want you to apologize to me if you don't feel sorry. If you don't feel apologetic, that's the last thing I want.
Yeah, this
If you're
is
pissed off at me, I'd rather you just say I'm pissed off at you, because that's where I'm at.
right.
Okay,
I think we're pissed at each other. That's fine. That's life. It's okay.
Fine. We disagree about this.
But what can we agree on? Do you agree or do you not agree that I can come visit Mom?
I agree that we need to plan a visit for you to come see Mom.
Give me a ballpark. I have a life. I can't just wait for you to tell me when I am allowed to do things. So let's talk about the timeline right now of when you will be vaccinated, when I will be vaccinated, and when it's good. Okay?
Okay. Let's do that. Can we do that in a calm atmosphere? Like, can we do that? Can we think about it for 24 hours? And talk?
No, I don't feel
we need a
good
date.
about that.
David, hi, this is Peter.
I'm putting Peter on.
We would like to have a date and we would like it fixed. And April 20 sounded very good because I think it meets the criteria of being safe. And I'm a very reasonable guy, you know that. We get along great. Your mom thought that it was a good date.
The pushing thing. I don't get it.
No, we're not pushing. We wanted to come in December and it would have been safe.
I know.
Because we know how to be safe. We are going to try, I can't come April 20, I have a job, but Julie wants to book a flight and your mom and us considered the dates where everybody's vaccinated and April 20 sounded like a very reasonable date. The risk is zero, and so we were just concerned because now April 20 and August 21, that's a huge difference. You understand that, right?
I do. So
Yes, so please relent. Just say April 20 is fine. April 20 is actually going to be fine. Please, it's going to be fine.
A doctor's appointment, I think.
It doesn't matter what appointments there are. Julie is going to fly to Nashville on April 20. If we can fix that date and you agree, that would be fantastic.
Why can't we not take a breath? Was there something that's so dramatic that we can't take 5 minutes?
Sure. We've taken breaths for like a whole year. It's fine.
No, we all have.
I know. We're not stressed. We're having a wonderful time. The only thing that we need to do.
The three of us are talking, okay?
Yes.
This is the first time the three of us are talking. Let's
Yes.
make it calm.
Yes.
Let's take it down. Take it down a notch.
No,
okay?
let's take it to April 20. Can you please say yes, April 20 is okay? That would be wonderful.
No, because I'm not going to speak for. I haven't even talked to Rebecca about this.
Oh
my God, that's fantastic. Oh wow.
Okay, well, so we're gonna.
Because another person in this house, and if you guys got a problem with it, then we got a big problem.
Yeah, we're not the only one who has a problem with that, David. I mean, I wish that you really understood where your own mother is. Anyway, here's the deal. We're going to plan for April 20th, and you can talk to Rebecca and get back to us.
Okay, the conversation.
Why don't you get back to us?
You guys need to calm down, and I'll get back.
I know that you saying that we need to calm down is for the benefit of Mom so that she will think that we're hysterical, right? I understand your whole act, man.
I feel you. I hear both of you. You're saying, okay, this just between yes for April 20th, and we'll be through with this argument.
Or April 21st. I don't see, like, why we can't.
Well, I know. Why can't you just say, what's wrong with saying, all right, David, I get you. It's been stressful. Let's take a break. Let's take a break from all this arguing and let you.
You know why? Can I give you the reason? Here's the reason. Obviously, yes, this is escalated because we're both very frustrated. We've been going around and around about when we can come and visit for months, right? So sorry. I'm centering
I
myself.
know you're frustrated, and so you've got a sense of urgency that you need fulfilled.
Well,
It's like, for you, it's like an emergency, but, you know, this is the first, I mean, this is the first that I know that we're actually all talking about it and trying to be reasonable and then come up with a plan. Okay? And this is mostly what this is about, is being respectful of everyone. And that means everyone.
including me. Am I
Including
part of
you,
that?
Julie.
Do I get a voice?
Yes. You
Do
know
I
what?
have?
Especially you.
Oh, great.
Because you're
Good.
going to be the loudest. There's no silencing you, that's for sure.
David,
and, you
I
know,
have-
you and Mom, your relationship is really important. You
Yes.
think I don't know that?
Well, I wonder if you understand it, because I feel
I
like you've been
understand it.
trying to really.
I haven't been trying to
I feel like
stop
you've
you
been
from
trying to
her.
disrupt that relationship consistently.
I haven't been trying to disrupt that. I've been encouraging that relationship.
Yeah.
What I will try to disrupt, though, is you disrupting, you know, me and the boundaries that I've set for the family, you know, and that kind of thing. When you disrupt household, I'm sorry, I have to step in.
So we talked to Mom this morning about when would be safe to
After
come.
this week, wow. She was like pretty exhausted this morning.
David, we're all
Oh, yeah,
exhausted.
anyway.
I'm sure this has taken its toll on you as well. It's taken a big toll on me to say to my mother, I'm coming to visit you. You're vaccinated. I have one shot in me. We're driving a car, which statistically is a lot more dangerous for us. But so that we
Right,
can
it
control
is.
COVID and keep it safe for David and Rebecca, right? We will take a test. We took a test on Monday. We will take a rapid test when we get to Nashville. But there's nothing I can do that will alleviate your concern. So I'm doing the best I can to consider and factor in your health. Like, I don't want to
Yeah.
push in there against anyone's will, but I also feel that I have a right and a need to see Mom. Like, why is this so hard? Why can't you just say, yeah, 2 weeks after you're vaccinated, somewhere around there would be great for you to come and visit?
Look,
What's the problem with that?
I'm amicable with that.
Okay, because
I
that's
think-
what
I
Mom
think
wants.
Part of the problem right here is the whole, okay, on the spot. This is what we have to decide. This is that time. And I haven't looked at my calendar, and I don't know what's going on.
Oh.
I know that Mom's got appointments in April, and I still feel like it's kind of reckless to travel then, honestly. That's too soon, in my opinion. But, you know, you want to risk your life and get on a plane, I think it's stupid, Julie. You may disagree with me. You may think it's safe, and that's your decision.
Well, here's my decision was to come now and drive so that I wouldn't have to take a risk on a plane. But actually, there have been no outbreaks related to airplane travel. They really locked it down. So that is, it's
then maybe
probably,
that's safer.
in terms of my bodily harm, a bigger risk to drive across the country than it would be to get on an airplane, right? Like, we could have an accident or something could go wrong with the car. But we want to be COVID safe. We want to be COVID safe. That's why we're doing it. We don't have COVID. We're not a large group. We're 2 people trying to go and see Mom and or the 2 of you. That is, and so if you want us, it's like the ball keeps getting kicked down the field. My concern is if we hang up the phone, we won't. Things will change. Every time I have a conversation with Mom on the phone, then I get an email from her where everything has changed. So if I don't lock it down, you're going to change it. You're going to back paddle. You're going to start pushing me to come in August or December or I don't know what, because there's a trust issue between us, right? So the reason I don't want to just say, yes, let's pause and time out is because I don't trust that we'll revisit this issue.
Oh, I understand what you're saying. So I'm telling you that I am not going drastic thing we have here. We're on the verge. Okay, the three of us are actually talking. Wow. We're actually talking.
Why are we talking,
Let's
David?
make a mutual plan. I think that's a pretty big first step, you know?
That's great. I agree.
From the email that I sent you and how angry and frustrated I am with all this, I think it's a pretty good first step, you know? So why don't we, look, if you want me to say, okay, that's the date, I'm telling you, I can't decide like that. You need to work with me a little bit more, and give me a chance to talk to the whole house about this and see what makes sense for everybody. And if that's not good enough, then I am sorry, Julie. That's all I got right now. I'm not going to promise that. You're putting me on the spot again.
So when do you think you
You're
would?
not going to bully me into a decision like you did Mom.
Well, I didn't bully Mom into anything. See, Mom's telling you.
Right.
Listen to your mother.
I do.
I don't think, I mean, I don't see why, like, yeah, you're seeing me as some kind of bully that I'm so pushy and blah, blah, blah. Like, that's not me. That's not who I am.
I didn't think so either. I was so disappointed when I kept seeing you arguing with Mom over and over again about this.
Right. So is there any role that, like,
I was so pissed off. What's wrong with you?
well, I will take responsibility for my part in upsetting Mom and upsetting you. I apologize, okay? I understand.
Okay. All right.
But I would also like to hear some responsibility on your end for not communicating. You keep saying, oh, it's great that we're talking. David, I have been here. I've called you several times wanting to talk about Mom, wanting to make a plan, and you've not been responsive. The only communication I've gotten from you was a very, excuse me, I'm still talking, a very nasty email. Okay?
Yeah.
So
That was after
that
okay.
right. But I didn't
Go over the history of our communication, if you like. And
No,
I can tell
I'm
you
just-
where I am and why.
I don't even think we need to do that. I think let's just figure out when we can talk again so you have a chance to run it up the flagpole there.
No, David, please, David. We would like you to take an initiative here and make it April.
I will. I'm taking initiative.
Please,
I promise you.
please,
Yeah, well,
take
I'm not worried about
initiative and make it April 20. Please do that. You have something to say in this as well. And so do not let this go further down the line. Fix April 20 and be done with it, because you don't have to fix it right now, but make the commitment that you will try your very utmost to fix it to be April 20, because there is no risk and it'll be okay. It'll be fine. We're not pushing for it. We're just saying that it's an opportunity to put down a marker that says that's what's going to happen, and then everybody knows how it's going to go. So we don't have this worry that everybody's having about this being an endless process, because the pandemic is potentially endless, but the risk for vaccinated people is not. So you have to get out of this mindset where you think that this is going to kill you. After you get the first shot, yeah, I'm just trying to explain this to you. The first shot of the vaccine is highly effective. No, I'm not talking about intelligence. I'm trying to explain how the vaccines work. The first shot is, yes, the first.
100% effective against getting it and shedding it. You know, I mean, it really does block a lot of this stuff, but there is still a 5 to 10% chance you can still get the virus.
No, you don't understand. This is why I'm talking to you. I did talk to colleagues of mine who are experts in epidemiology and vaccines. If you take either the Pfizer or the Moderna, one of the two vaccines that require 2 shots, the way it works is that after the first shot, there is a 70% chance that you are fully protected. That means that out of all the people who get 1 shot from those vaccines, 70 out of 100 don't even need the second shot. They are fully protected. But in order to boost the protection for the remaining 30% to be also fully protected, they have the second shot. And then it adds another 25% so that it's like 95% of the people who have both shots will not get COVID at all. Now the remaining 5% are at a highly reduced risk. Even after the first vaccine, the remaining 30% are never, they don't die from COVID anymore. Even in your mom's age category, after the first vaccine, she would have been fine if she'd gotten COVID. That is a scientific fact. Yeah, but she doesn't need to have COVID because now she's got the second shot, and at most, if she's 1 out of 20 people, she might get a mild version of it if she is exposed. But like I was explaining to her this morning, there are two groups of people in the United States. The country is basically split in two from the point of view of COVID. There are those people who are willing to share COVID amongst themselves willingly. They don't wear masks, they pretend it doesn't exist. They are the ones running this entire epidemic. They've run it from March last year until now, and they will continue to run it into the summer. But there's another group which is actually larger, who know how to protect themselves from COVID and who do not spread COVID at all, and who are as good as the Australians and the New Zealanders who basically have no COVID. And we are in that group. You are in that group because you're highly careful. Rebecca, everybody's in that group. And when people from that group get vaccinated, they are even less, they're almost not, the risk doesn't change because they wouldn't have gotten COVID to begin with, but they can then relax a bit more. It's the other population, the population that is making this pandemic be this huge wildfire across the United States is the worst country in the world when it comes to the pandemic, really. And it's from that second population, and that population is well represented in the South. I understand that Tennessee has problems and that one has to be careful in Tennessee. But if you are in the population that's already careful and you're double vaccinated, you're safe. If you've got the first vaccine, you're already so unbelievably safe. You don't have to worry about anything anymore. I'm telling you all this because I'm trying to tell you how to make it so that Rebecca will completely be fine with April 20, because April 20 is not just safe. April 20 is like over dramatically safe. So much more safe than anything else that's ever, April 20 is safer than a year and a half ago when nobody knew about COVID. From the point of view of Julie coming to visit your mom, April 20 is safer than before COVID. And you need to use this in order to make people feel safe. Because the idea that, this stuff is out there and it's coming to get me and kill me, it's real. People are really afraid of that. But you have to use scientific understanding to make sure that you don't overreact, and that you also calm down people who are overreacting, because it does affect people's psychology, the psyche, and that's part of your health, right? You can't be healthy if you're not mentally healthy, and being fearful of getting killed by a virus that cannot possibly kill you, it's a negative, it's a disadvantage. You want to overcome this, and you want to help other people overcome it. That's not being irresponsible, that's actually being responsible. So please.
I actually do see your perspective.
Yes.
And I do understand.
So just give me.
About the safety levels. I do.
Yeah.
So really for me right now, it's just a matter of like, okay, well, let me talk to everybody about this now. Let us all talk about it.
Yes.
As a group and decide, okay, is it
Yes, but honestly, yes, I understand. David, the only thing, you hear me, but let me ask you something, and this is straight out from me to you.
Okay.
I would like to hear you say that you will do your very best to make it be April 20, because you agree with me that it will be completely safe on April 20. That doesn't mean that everybody in the household has to agree, but I would like to know that you are on our side and helping us achieve this real, the idea of reducing the paranoia about this virus. The virus is now essentially conquered because the vaccine exists. and you're in the pipeline to be fully vaccinated, and April 20 is like a good day to say it's over, we're happy, everybody's fine.
Well, I think it was a really good speech.
I'm just hoping that you can say, no,
Well, I'm going to tell you this. I'll say this, and I'll give you my word. Okay? And then I'm going to do everything in my power, and I'm going to talk to everyone here with the knowledge that we all have, and I'm going to get Julie and Mom together ASAP. Okay? So if that happens to be April 20th or April 21st or April 25th or whatever the hell it is,
yeah, but let's agree. Let's,
I'm going to
yes.
work with the house and find out a really good time, okay?
But honestly, April is the important part here, right? That's a month from now. That's not 5 months from now. That's April. Please, 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 please. Because I'm between a rock and a hard place here. My first and foremost commitment is to Julie. My second commitment is to Mom, to Donna, my mother-in-law. I don't want to stress her out anymore. Of course not. We're not going to do that. But April is, you know, we'd never do anything that will endanger somebody's life.
I know that. I know that. But, I mean, it was like that's why I couldn't understand any of this. It just felt like, I just felt like nobody was even considering us, you know? It's like,
of course we are.
That's why I was so surprised. It was like, of all the people, I mean, I could see that, you know, Chuck, this last fall, you know, barging us, you know, after we agreed not to do that, and then bringing everybody over here with no mask on Thanksgiving, when we were actually, it's like that was a mess. And all I had to do was just communication. You know, if I could have just been communicated with, like, hey, this is what we changed all of us changed our minds about having a visit. Instead, I was just like, I was bombarded with Chuck saying, we're coming over. I thought it was that day. And it was all kinds of shit, like, I'll see you there, shit face, be ready to get out of the house, you're the boss of Mom. I mean, it was really fucking abusive with the stuff that he sent to me. I thankfully have erased the text, because I don't want to hear that shit anymore. But, you know, that's the kind of thing it felt like to me. It felt like, okay, here's somebody that wants to see Mom, one of the siblings, which is great. I arranged visits for Stephen, for Chuck, all of those people last year. We had social distance visits. I don't know if you guys know this. I took Mom out to Laura's. We did all kinds of stuff, you know, and we took risks that I didn't approve of, that we compromised, you know. And I even set up a thing on Mom's birthday, you know. And
but let me ask you this.
So anyway, I assure you that I want to do everything in my power to get Julie and Mom together. The two of my favorite people. Okay.
Thank you, but the emphasis here is on April. Okay, make it be April, and make it be April because it will be safer than in pre-pandemic times.
You think that'll be safer than May?
No, it's not safer
We
than.
got a birthday in May.
Yeah, but it's not safer than May. April is not. May is not safer than April. June is not safer than April. It's all the same. April is as safe as it gets. April is as safe as it gets. And so pushing it further out is making it less safe because of our psychological well-being. This is the whole point. This is why we want it to be something like make it April when it's more than safe for everybody. And there's no reason to extend it beyond that because it will be less safe from a health perspective. It's not just the virus, it's everything. You have to look at the whole person. It's a holistic thing. April is an important date because it's holistically the best time when it's perfectly safe, pre-pandemic, and I can argue this with all the science behind it.
Okay, well, I'm going to do my best.
Thank you. Yes.
The earliest possible time.
April. If it's April, then you have succeeded in doing the safest thing. I'm not pushing for it. I'm just asking for it.
Okay. All right. Well, and I've asked for cooperation, and I'm getting it. So thank you for that.
Yeah.
I appreciate that so much. I mean, look, this is a hard thing that we do every day, in and out, but we do real fine.
Yeah.
I appreciate the help.
Yeah. Absolutely.
It's so important to include everyone in all of this. Just like you said, it's important for everyone.
Oh my God, what kind of hypocritical bullshit is
And
this?
everyone's anxiety. To them to be involved in the decision-making process. Just like you're asking me now, okay, well, when's a good time? So, I mean, that's the right way to do it. So let's figure it out, and I'll talk to you guys soon, okay? I need to, I need to talk to everybody, and let's just run this by everybody and figure out when as soon as time, let's get Mom and Julie together ASAP. I agree, they need it. Okay? Julie, do you hear me?
I hear you.
Okay, I know you're like, yeah, sure, but that's how I felt when you said you. Anyway, let's don't
Well,
go backwards.
yeah, I mean,
Let's don't go backwards.
No, I appreciate the conversation and thank you so much. I
I don't feel like that. I'm serious. I mean, I appreciate the conversation.
I know.
That was just the first of many. Okay?
I do too. I've been wanting that all along. I'm so grateful for everything you do for Mom. Truly, honestly,
Okay.
from the bottom of my heart, David.
Okay. All right. Well, cool. Let's all just kind of I'm gonna take a breath. I'm gonna talk to everybody. I do have some errands I'm supposed to run, but I have to get around. But anyway, let me talk to everybody. And do you want to talk to Mom again for a little bit, just to calm things down? Do you want to just talk to her, just to say you love her?
Well, maybe you should talk to her and tell her about our conversation. But yeah,
No.
I'll talk to her.
We'll
Yeah.
also talk to her. We love.
Oh, okay.
We love chatting with you.
Okay.
Mom. We can have four-way
Why
conversation.
don't you just tell her bye here?
Yeah, okay.
I mean, I basically interrupt y'all's call, so here's Mom back.
All right.
Thank you, David. Awesome.
All right, okay?
Thanks a lot.
All right. Talk to y'all soon.
Bye.
Here's Mom back.
Hey, Julie.
Hey, Mom. So,
I got a birthday card ready to put in the mail to you.
you already sent me a card, by the way.
A birthday card?
Yeah. You sent it maybe like a few weeks ago. You put $100 in there.
But was it a birthday card or was it the bluebird?
Oh, I think it was a birthday card.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, you can send me another card. I'll take all the cards.
No, you can give her the card in person.
No, I already used the birthday card on that, so I don't think you need two of those.
No, I like having it. I really wanted, to celebrate my birthday together, but some other year, I guess. Yeah.
I sent the birthday one, not the bluebird one.
I'm pretty sure. I don't know. Now you're making me wonder about my memory, so I'll have to let you know once we're back in Irvine and I find it.
Okay.
I did open it early. I didn't wait until my birthday because I'm a bad girl.
Well, that's okay. You're a very special girl. You can do anything you want.
Apparently not. Yeah, it was way early. It was shortly after you sent Peter's present, which, by the way, I sent you pictures, I think you saw them, of the shirts that I got for him.
Yes, I couldn't believe it.
Hey,
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
I know. Yes, our new overlord, Amazon.
So cool.
Yeah.
Anyway, it sounds like we made... Oh, I haven't spent it yet. I was going to spend it on a rapid test in Nashville so that I could come into your house safely. But I guess I'll have to find something else to spend it on. I don't know yet. I'll buy cake with it. How about that? $100 cake.
That'd be a fancy one. We'll have a party. Have a big party.
Yeah, and there's no big parties right now. We're still doing COVID stuff, so.
Well, save it.
Yeah. So anyway, hopefully, we had a good conversation with David. I'm glad he finally was willing to talk to us, and we'll hope that it works out for me to come visit in April and stay with you. Kind of going through the science. Peter was telling him like what the actual risks are and aren't, and once we're all vaccinated, there's no reason I can't. It's actually safer than it was before COVID for all of us to be together, like when we didn't know COVID was out there. So once we're all vaccinated, it should be fine. Hopefully it's on or around April 20th, but that would be the best time for me to come would be that, like April. I could stay for a month, but it gets hard into June. June is not very good for me, but April's good. But anyway, I know he's going to talk with Rebecca and you and call us back, and we'll talk again about it soon and nail down some dates. Yeah?
Yeah. Well, I thought that was when they were through with their vaccines.
I know. He just didn't want to commit to it yet because he hasn't talked to Rebecca and he wants to look at his calendar and all that, so that's fine.
Yeah. Sounds like you had a good conversation. I'm glad of that.
Yeah, I mean, Mom, between the two of us, I have to kiss his ass and thank him profusely and apologize for everything in order to get him to work.
Don't you think he's hearing this?
So I will continue to do that, but I do think we have a problem with the way that he is controlling things, which I'm not, it's okay. I'm not going to burst in there, but it's a problem.
Sorry to hear it.
Yeah, he has a lot of control, but anyway, we'll hopefully get a visit going soon.
I hope so.
Yeah.
When you could stay a good while.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So hopefully before the end of April, that's our goal. But we'll see what David and Rebecca come up with, and hopefully you can push him to make sure that I can come at least before the end of April.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I mean, I was trying to do it at a time when they could go have a little vacation of their own.
Well, I don't think they want to. They're worried that they're going to. Well, we're trying to help him understand that once they have both their vaccines, they could go somewhere. That they're not going to get COVID even from someone who has it. But he's kind of dug in on how fearful he is about it. And if you want him to take a vacation because you need a vacation from him, then you really need to talk to him about that, Mom. But that's not up to me. long as he's okay with it, right? You would have me visit tomorrow if he was okay with it. But he's not. So it all goes through David. That's fine. We're in touch now. That's good. Hopefully he will say, yes, I can come April, whatever, and I will wait for that date from him. And then I'll book a
You
flight.
didn't want to say the 20th.
Yeah, he couldn't commit to it until he talks to Rebecca.
That's when they were supposed to book those damn vaccinations, I thought.
Yeah, talk to him about it. I don't know, Mom.
Okay.
He's just like, I don't know what's on our calendar, and everyone's, everybody needs to be considered. Everyone needs to be talked to. I said, well, Mom thinks the 20th is fine, so you don't need to talk to her about it. But he needs to talk. He basically needs to convince Rebecca that it's okay that I come there. Okay, and so he did give us assurance that he's going to do his best to get you and me together, as soon as possible.
Just.
It's okay. Don't worry. Here's Peter.
Donna, enjoy the ride.
Okay, that's what I'll do.
Yeehaw!
I have my horse liver thing.
Oh, you need one. Now I know what to get you for your birthday.
It's,
Okay,